45 degrees outside, 6:25 a.m. Hello, hello. I will be on here for 45 to 50 minutes driving to work. Welcome, welcome. Internet's like acting crazy today. Look at the sun there. Got the sun coming up. We got crazy looking clouds. We are still promoting a UK Medic and Thompson RC. We got our members list. We have Stories Lost and Found, Digging It Back, UK Medic, Pokerossi, Wally from the Preem Geckos. We have Corner Clubhouse and SW Records. Go check them out. And if you like what you see, you know what to do. We have our family and friends list. We have My Animal House, Spider Mom, Mark the Spider Guy, Sherry Matcat, James Gipe, Samantha Gipe, Tony Diecast, Zelda Diecast Racing. We have Mayor, all capital letters, Maer. He'll be live later on today in 2 hours, 8:30 a.m. my time. We got Guru and Wahoo. We have Nora, the Stock Explorer. We have John Paul, Brooklyn Chick, UK Pokerossi. We have MDT from the Philippines. We have Tita Chen from Hong Kong. We have Stories Lost and Found, Wally from Supreme Geckos. We have Hannah. We have Brandon. We have Mayhem Miracles. Go check them channels out, guys. And if you like what you see, you know what to do. Go check out my community tab. There's some more amazing channels on there. We got like FL Thunder. We got Charlie from Digging It Back. We have Ash Ketchum, Chester the Gamer, and a bunch of other amazing channels on there. Go check them out. Let's see. Yep, it's a chilly morning. 45 degrees outside, 6:30 a.m. here in sunny California. Yep, look at that sunrise. On this beautiful Sunday morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending wherever you're at. How's everybody doing? Be on here for about 45, 50 minutes, driving to work. Come and enjoy the ride. What is up, Robbie S? Welcome, welcome. I will be reading the chat when I get to work. If I see somebody that I know their icon, maybe I'll shout out their name. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share me out. Everybody use those community tabs. That's what they're for. So, how's everybody doing? One more week of this month, and then we got the final month of the year. Yep, another year is gone, guys. Where did it all go? So fast. Yep. I was watching Rob and Charlie this morning. Charlie's back. You know, he lost his mom 2 weeks ago on a Sunday. You know, that happens. Our parents start getting to that age. You know, we don't want to hear that phone call, you know, but sometimes we get it. I mean, I understand when your parents are suffering, then yeah, it's easier to let them go. We don't want them to suffer, just because we want them to stick around for us. It's like, you know, you don't want them to be suffering in a hospital or in one of those old folks' home, as they say. Take me home, let me die at home. You know, have to. But yeah, it's getting colder and colder. Once the sun comes up completely, it's going to get a little bit colder. You know, it's a desert, but it still gets cold, man. I know it's gotten colder than 20. Hasn't been that cold in a while, but it has gotten that cold, like in the 20s, like 25, 26 degrees. Yep. I got a little bit of traffic today. The last people from Thanksgiving probably heading home. Oh, all the birds flying around. The birds. Oh, come on. I don't know what all these people are doing up so early, unless they have to go to work, like me. Yep. Yeah, look at this. Guy in the truck is in the fast lane now. He's probably going to turn left. No, now he's going to get in my lane. Yeah, he could have, long time, but no, he wants to move into my lane. Doesn't even signal. You saw it. Now I got a truck behind me pushing. Wants to fly. He wants to go 80 miles an hour. Get out of his way so he can go. Because he wants to go 80. Well, 70's not fast enough. Everybody's in a hurry today. It's like maybe you should have got up earlier. I mean, I left a little bit later than usual, but still got extra time. Usually leave at 20 after, left almost 25. Well, we got some football today. Got some good games going on today. Well, see. We'll see who the main guys are going to be this year. A lot of teams looked like they were going to be undefeated and looked so Now they're like, well, you're still the 49ers and the Eagles are still looking good. The Chiefs, I don't know. They look good one week, and another week they don't look so good. But we will see. Only about another month of football. Yeah, those people going over 80 miles an hour, man. People are flying nowadays. Here comes some more behind me flying that are going to pass me. There we go. Boom. And another one. "43 degrees outside. Sun is up. Oh yeah, they're easily going up higher than 80 miles an hour. We'll see what the new year brings for YouTube. I mean, I achieved what I wanted to achieve on YouTube. Now it's just, as they say, bread and butter. Got monetized. Yep. If Yan can cook, so can you. I was watching a video what was it, yesterday, I think. For those who know what tamales are, Mexican tamales. There was this video, this guy, he's like, oh yeah, his mom made tamales, and then he bites into the tamale, and then all of a sudden he bites into it, and there's a hot dog. There's a hot dog inside the tamale. And he starts screaming. He goes, "Mom, what the hell is this? This is not a tamale." She goes, "Sure it is. Hot dog is a meat. and that's a uh, that's a tamale with the meat in it. But it's so true because tamales from different places are made differently. Whatever is available. Some people put potatoes in them and carrots. The cheese and and a strip of a hot pepper. They put fruits in them like strawberries or pineapple, raisins. Those are the sweet tamales. Then you got your meats. You got the pork tamales. Got the beef tamales. Then people now are starting to make chicken tamales. I don't know. I've never seen anybody make turkey tamales, but you never know. Once you start seeing leftovers of food, people start making tamales out of the leftovers. But, you know, but tamales, man, I remember one year when I was younger, back in the 70s, you know, we, my grandmother, she used to drive around and, you know, we have a lot of fields, like, they grow corn and lettuce, a bunch of vegetables. So one time we were driving around, and then my grandma talked to somebody, and they're like, "Oh, there was a field, a cornfield, you know." So basically, they had a bunch of corn that was still good, but it wasn't good enough for the market to sell in the stores, because people want perfect corn. I mean, hey, my grandmother said, "Hey, this is good corn, nothing wrong with it." So she got us all to we all got off, and everybody got we had a my grandmother always had like sacks of in the car, like potato sacks or whatever. So we filled up a bunch of sacks of 100-pound potato sacks with corn. So and she had this big like walk. It was a freezer. It was like the size of a big fridge, one big door, you know. And these some people used to have them outside, so they had a lock, they had like a key. You could stick in it and lock it, so that way nobody would steal while it was outside. So she put a bunch of corn in the freezer, So we started eating corn like for days. It's like, damn, we were like, we're eating so much corn, we're gonna have corn coming out of our ears. And we said it was good. It was sweet corn. You know, Sometimes you're like, oh man, you buy some corn and it's not that sweet. Well, that happens. So so we were eating all this corn, and then right after Thanksgiving we start making them tamales. You know, start making tamales every day. So every day you're eating tamales and tamales. pork tamales. And my grandma, she always put olives in all of her tamales. When now we make tamales, we don't put olives in them. But there's still people that put those black olives inside the tamales. Make sure they don't have no pits in them. We don't want you breaking your teeth on them. And so, she started filling up the freezer with tamales. And it was like from Thanksgiving all the way to Christmas. The Hispanic joke, is like, why do Mexicans make tamales? It's so we have something to unwrap for Christmas. That was always the joke that we used to say. But it was, one year, I ate so many tamales. I got sick of them. I couldn't even stand the smell of when they're making them. It would make me like want to throw up. You know, that's how many. You eat to the point where like you're like, ugh. You know, and yeah, it was crazy. But that you could get to that point. But apparently you could. But but she was always baking. That's one thing my grandma always did. She was always baking cakes, baking donuts, baking. They're called buñuelos in Spanish. Basically, what it was a like a tortilla, almost like a flour tortilla, but it had a little bit of a different mixture. And you would make a tortilla, and then you would let it dry out for a bit, and then you would deep fry it. Then once you deep fried it, you would cover it up with a like a maple, like a maple stuff, you know, like a syrup, almost like for pancakes. But it was a I forget what she made it with, but I think it was with brown sugar. She would put it all over it, and she used to make it. She used to make these buñuelos, and she used to sell it to her friends, you know, by the dozen. This was back in the 70s. So my grandmother, okay, she got a bunch of boxes, and then we had to go deliver them. We went and delivered all the buñuelos. She made donuts, powdered donuts with with sugar on them, not glazed, sugar donuts. The regular sugar over them. So you know, she used to make cheesecakes. Oh man, I used to love eating them cheesecakes. She'd make the cheesecakes. Then after she'd make them, she'd put them in the freezer. But of course, she would cut them. cut them into like slices. You know, kind of like the ones they give you at a restaurant. That little triangle shape. And man, you could just pull a piece out of the freezer and eat it like ice cream almost because it was frozen. And it was good. It was good. She'd make pumpkin pies also from scratch. Ah, those were good. I remember those. Then we had to buy the Cool Whip, you know. Gotta buy that Cool Whip. But she would also make her own, you know. We used to make the lemon meringue pies also. She would, you know, get recipes. You know, back then, you know, it was Betty Crocker, as they would say, Betty Crocker recipes. Because, you know, the Betty Crocker recipes were the best ones because they won, you know, the blue ribbon. So if you made it just like they did it, it was very good. Yep, get in front of them people. It's driving too slow there. Well, let's see how this guy does here. Am I gonna have to pass him, or is he gonna drive the speed limit at least? I don't know. He's already driving too slow. Maybe he'll speed up. Looks like it. Yep. There we go. Yeah, nice clear skies today. Well, let's see. We're gonna pass him, but I thought I saw a car coming. I could have passed him. Well, let's pass this guy. Do 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 do. But Yeah, and then she was always also sewing stuff or crocheting stuff. She would make us booties for our feet, and we had linoleum floors, so you know shoes made out of those booties. We'd run in the hallway and slide, like ice skating almost. Kind of like Risky Business with Tom Cruise, where he and then slides across the floor with socks. And then she'd make us beanies for wintertime, gloves. I mean, she knew how to do all this stuff. And if she didn't, she'd read a book and learn how to do it, you know? And, she'd always, when she'd cook something, you got to taste it. Got to see if it tastes good. Nowadays, people cook and they don't even taste the food. They don't even taste the food to see if it even tastes, see if it does taste good. You go to a restaurant, some of these restaurants, and it's like, what the heck? Didn't the cook taste this? It's like, why would you even send it out like that? You know, it tasted terrible. You know, it either had no flavor or it had too much salt. Like if you wanna go to a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, and you want to know if the food is going to be any good, you know how they bring you the chips and salsa? If that salsa tastes good, the food's going to be good. Once the you taste that salsa, you want it to have a little bit of a kick, but you still want to be able to taste the food. When you put a little bit of salsa on it. You know, you don't want to taste fire all the time. Like my wife, when she used to make salsa or chili, man, it was always like fire. It's like, man, I go, babe, you a little too many habaneros. Yeah, she'd make when she used to first make it a certain way with some dried red chilies, like Japanese red chilies or Mexican chilies, chile de árbol as they call them. But then those weren't hot enough, so then she started going into habaneros, and she'd be eating habaneros. She'd use one. She'd use like one or two tomatoes, and then like 15 habaneros. It's like, damn. It's like, babe, you gotta be able to taste the food at least. We're gonna burn our taste buds. You know. But now, ever since that stroke, you know, now she doesn't eat any hot sauce. She once in a while I give her some, but it's the ones that I make. You know, I make some hot sauce with some serranos and tomatoes. 5 serranos and 5 tomatoes. A little bit of onions in there, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt to taste, and some cilantro. You know, and you gotta pass down the recipes to your kids. Tell them, show them how to cook. No matter if they're a boy or a girl. You know, that's the thing. It's like, oh no, it's like teach your kids how to cook, no matter what. If they're boys or girls, they gotta learn how to cook. You know, you never know. They're gonna get married, and then the wife ain't gonna know how to cook. Because nowadays, what do kids do? They all eat out. I mean, it's like they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to even make anything. You know, it's like, come on, teach your kids how to do stuff. You know, it's like I could do the same thing, and I find a recipe on the internet, add something, take something out. If I don't like what's in it, I just won't put it in it. But that's what you have to do. You know. Let's see who's in here. Let's see who came in. Alrighty. Tita Chin, what is up? Let's see who came in. We had Corner Clubhouse in the house. David S. Welcome, welcome. Chester the Gamer. Mona did what? What is up? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Chester. Hey, there he is. What's up, John? From Real Time Catfishing. Hello, John. Say hello to your wife, Dana. Yep. They got to learn how to wash their clothes. Got to do everything, man. Yeah, you got to taste the food, man. It's like how you gonna know it tastes good, And some people they just make. I know my son. He went over. He went over to his mother-in-law's, well, not mother-in-law yet, but his girlfriend's house, and his to be mother-in-law. She makes she made food for Thanksgiving. And see, this is the thing. Okay, she makes all this food that she doesn't eat because she won't. She only eats, I guess. I think she'll eat chicken, and she'll eat like fish, or maybe she only eats fish. I forget. But she'll make ham, and she doesn't eat it. She'll make you know all kinds of other food, but she won't even make it. So how you gonna know it's good? It tastes good if you don't even you know. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not into seafood, but I mean, I've eaten fish before. I've eaten fried prawns before. I've ate catfish. I've ate a bass. I've eaten canned tuna, sardines. You know, but I how you gonna cook something and then go, oh yeah, it tastes good. I mean, you have to flavor stuff. And that's the thing. My son, he'll know how to cook real good because he has very good, very high taste buds. He'll taste something. He'll say, like if something gets a little burnt, you might not taste it, but he will. He'll say, "Ah, the sauce burnt. The sauce got burnt," or it has a certain taste in it. He can identify the taste. His taste buds are really really good. So it's like, okay, well, so he, every time we're making something, I go, hey, well, come and taste this. See what it tastes like. See if it needs anything to add to it. And he usually adds some more seasoning to it. But it's you have to taste it. If you don't taste it, how you gonna know it's good? You know. So how you doing, Tita? Are you still in Hong Kong? I know you were planning on going home. I don't know. Did you ever? I know you visited. You went back to the Philippines for a bit. You still living in Hong Kong? You still got? I know you were depending on your job because you're only there because of work. I think I saw your last one of your last live streams that you were still on that boat, so probably still in Hong Kong. Let's see. I don't know. I don't see the cat today. Where are you at, cat? No cat today? I don't hear him. He usually comes over here, starts screaming at me, going meow, meow. What's up, Ash Ketchum? How you doing today? You're gonna be playing. What are you gonna be playing today? You're gonna be playing, of course, Fortnite. Fortnite or 2K. And then where were you? I think you were playing something different. Where was it? You were playing something the other day. I think you were with. I don't know. Were you in there with playing the Spider-Man game with Chester, or you were just in his chat? I think. How you doing? Good morning to you too, everybody. Don't forget to check my community tab. We got Rob and Charlie over in his channel. He's live streaming. I'll be heading over there right now after this. Just in chat. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because I know Chester was playing that Spider-Man game. Thought I saw you in there. So thank you for coming in. God bless everybody. Don't forget to call your mama, guys, and don't forget to hug your loved ones because we never know, guys. So thank you for coming in. Go over to Rob and Charlie's. They're in my community tab. They're live streaming right now. They have a lot of fun in there. Usually we get at least 100 people in there. So come on over. Alrighty, guys. Thanks a lot. Dave, Ash Ketchum, Corner Clubhouse, Dita Chin, everybody that came in. God bless you. Till next time, have a good one. Bye bye.